welcome back to my channel. This is Janaya from Happy Planner Craft Pod, and today I want to share with you how I would be setting up my budget planner from the Happy Planner, and I'm going to be setting it up alongside with the Budget Moms Saving Challenges in 2021. It's $20 for the course, but if you use the coupon code half off, you would save $10 on it. So, and I want to show you how I went about doing that so you are able to get this course inside your planner alongside with your budgeting and make it easier for you. So stay tuned. I printed mine out on 32-pound premium HP paper, which I will show you. So this is the paper that I have. I will link this down in the description below as well. I got this off of Amazon. You can see the difference on the camera or anything like that, but it's different from the regular 20-pound paper that we would usually get to print out things in it. Not as thin, of course. Okay, so here's the Budget Moms website. You would click on courses. You scroll down and you would pick the class that you want, which is Savings Challenges 2021. You'll get to this page and right here should tell you to use the code half off. You click on that and it will take you to this page to sign up. But once you put the code in, half off, you'll get it for $10. After you finish that, you'll be able to log in and get to your course. You have a progress bar here to let you know how much you've completed. You click on here. Now you have a course curriculum. You want to go down in the first section down to the part that says first step. It says first step up here. You want to scroll down. You have certificate of completion. You have your first front page of your budget book. You have a savings tracker. And here's the main part of the course down here. This prints out 55 pages. And I showed you how to print out all your envelopes first, and I showed you how to print out all your months separately so you can put them into your budget planner separately. Okay, so this portion is going to be me showing you how to print out your envelopes and print out your pages back to back for each month. So you're going to go down into downloads, click on that. I am actually going to go out of this and into my files. You guys, when you download your file, it will be in like right here in the beginning. I'm going to select adult savings because I saved it under two: adult savings and child savings. Remember, this challenge has two in here for an adult and for kids, which is so cool. So I'm going to select file, print. I'm actually going to stay on this basic print page to show no other details because right now we don't need to see that to print our envelopes, and it actually makes it easier to print it from this point of view than showing all the details of it. So you're going to make sure, like even two-sided doesn't really need to be selected. So what you're really focusing on is maybe how many copies you want to make, but you're going to be printing one envelope. Your main focus is your pages. You're going to come down. You're going to go over here and you're going to go through your pages right here. And I'll show you everything from page 1 all the way to 55. But you want to see where your envelopes are. So your envelope is starting from page 4 and page 5. So you're going to come over now that you have that knowledge. Select from. And you're going to select the first envelope, which is January, page 4, tab, and then it automatically puts page 4 for you, and you're going to hit print. Once you hit print, this screen will disappear. You'll come back into File, select Print. You'll go through your pages again, but you kind of know that page 5 now was the Christmas envelope. So you're going to select page 5, tab over, and you see how it switches the page for you to show you what you're going to only print. It automatically prints, selects 5, and then you're going to hit print. That screen is going to disappear. I'll show you one more time. File, print, and now we're looking for February envelope. So I'm going to go through the pages, rearrange the font 5, and we're going to select page 9. So from 9, tab over, 9 automatically goes in, print. Okay, now these are the envelopes that you will be printing out for each month. Times, like if I had it in front of me, I would do it, but I would take this, open this up, I will lay this down, let's say like so, and I will put it from that end to that end because that's where I have to fold it. I will close this, and then I will score it, and then that way once it creates that score, it's easier for me to bend it. And that's really good too, if you're a person who's really not great at bending and folding your paper correctly, that would be good to use. Put, let me see if I have double side tape. Oh, but that's what your envelopes look like. Going to move on to printing out your months. Now you're going to hit File, Print. You're going to hit Show Details in this one because now this one you want to have more of a selection because this is where you're going to select how big your image comes out, and this is going to be your image because that's what you're printing out. So you need this to give you a bigger white border going around it as opposed to it taking up the whole page. So Show Details. Remember, you'll see all your pages here. Make sure you don't select anything here because if you do, then you won't see any other pages. You can't go through them. So keep it on all. What you want to look for is what pages you're printing. So you're printing page 1, 2, 3, and you're not going to print 4 because we already did all the envelopes first, right? So we know that we're going over here, and now we're going to hit the from page 1, 2, tab over, page 3. You're going to drop down here, click on Media and Quality. You can put it to draft. And draft just means that it will use less ink, but it still comes out pretty nice to me. So I use draft on mine. Go back to Media and Quality, hit Preview. Now you're going to get your selection for your image. You're going to hit Scale, and you can delete all of this out, but for me personally, I just, put the cursor in between. I delete out the 9, I put a 7, and I get my 77%, which that is what I need to make my image small. And as you can see, it gave us the bigger white border. So now you're going to go through and we're going to print out, let's say we're going to print out 14, tab over to 16. Now you're going to hit Scale, 77%. You're going to put it, and then you're going to hit Print. The Media and Quality, to check to make sure you're on draft. You don't have to keep resetting that. It does it on its own, and it actually saves this, and it will save the two-sided, but it will not save your image, which is your scale. It will not save that to 77%. So you always have to select that and change out the numbers all the time. I'm just going to cancel because I don't need it. You will need your Happy Planner Budget book. You take out a page from there. I took out one of the pages that I printed, and I actually did use this one too. Once I scaled this one down, I used this for every single page that I had to cut. So you want to look at your image, and if you see your image here on this top page, it pretty much falls within the same image here on the bottom page. So once you get that to line up, you want to mark here and here on the side, and that's what you're going to have. You're going to have two little lines that's just going to be a guide to tell you where you're going to cut straight down. From there, you want to take your image, line your image up from the top to the top of that image. I could pull over more if you need to. What you're basically creating is a white border to go around your image, because you don't want to cut directly on the line of your image. You want to keep a nice white border going around. And if you feel like you're not seeing that too clear from matching image to image, all you need to do is just make sure you have white space here on the page that you're getting ready to cut. So if you feel like the image is not guiding you, then match it yourself and just make sure it falls kind of evenly. So you want to mark on top and you want to mark on the bottom. You have to mark those two areas in order to see your parameter of your cut. So it should look like this. You should have a nice lines going down on each side of your paper. So now it also helps you keep your garbage neatly, so you don't have paper on this side and paper on that side. You keep in one direction and all your paper could fall to one side, and it's easier to clean up. Now if you look at it, seems pretty perfect. Now I'm using my big planner punch. So I took one of my punches out, like last year around Christmas. I took it out. All you need to do is loosen the screw, take it out, and then I just removed it, so then that way I don't get the hangover cuts at the end from the next one punching through. So that's a trick that you can use when, if you don't have both punches, just remove that one and then you can always put it back in. So now you want to evenly place your page in, and you want to look right in this area to make sure the overhang is equal to the overhang on that side, and that's how you know that you're pretty much getting it right into the middle. You're gonna punch it. You can punch up to 3 pages at a time, so that's helpful because you can put 3 of them in and you can punch them all at once. And now when I bring it together with this one, it's exactly the same size. This is January. And this is January budget mom. This is February. And this is February budget mom. This is March. And this is March budget mom. This is April. This is April budget mom. So if you get confused as to what month goes to what month, that's how, if you get confused and you print them out and you don't get to it that day and you put them in like a week later, your envelopes will match to it. Your envelopes will guide you, and the envelopes, the detail to the envelopes will match the month. So